So here's what I know. Don't be angry at silly things. Everyone gets frustrated and agitated, but I assure you that anger is a wasted emotion if it's petty or directed competitively or jealously at anyone. Save your anger for what matters: bullies, unfairness, and cruelty. There's plenty of that to go around to keep you busy. If anger's your go-to emotion, just focus it properly. Read, read, read. And when you're done reading, read some more. I've always found that while I dedicate a number of hours each day to reading, I'm always woefully ill-informed because there is so much more to learn and grasp. You simply cannot read enough. Be forgiving of the foibles and mistakes of your friends, and be forgiving of the foibles and mistakes of even people who are not your friends. The thinking here is actually simple. Most bad behavior in life arises not from malevolence or even meanness, but rather from clumsiness and insecurity. I can't tell you the number of times that I've observed bad behavior from people, some of it directed at me, given them the benefit of the doubt, showed generosity of spirit, and then discovered very soon after that I had a new friend. It's hard to do, it's sometimes counterintuitive, but a simple trick is to apply my 2-week rule and ask yourself a question when you're agitated by someone's behavior. Will this matter in 2 weeks? Most of the time, the answer is no, and you can move on. To engage and create conflict is only exacerbating and rarely productive. Plato said, be kind, for everyone you know is fighting a hard battle. If you can remember this, particularly in moments of frustration and disappointment, you will find it very comforting. Because no matter how talented, how good looking, or how successful you think a friend or colleague might be, I promise you that they too are wrestling with a challenge in their personal life with their friends or family that you are unaware of. So give them the benefit of the doubt, and you will find more often than not that the generosity is returned. Don't let anyone tell you that marriage has to be work or that work is a chore. If you're patient and you trust your gut and you find somebody with a shared vision, marriage will be a joy. And while that's not to say you won't have your moments, the vast majority of time you will feel that you are where you belong, and that's the greatest blessing of all. As for work, there's absolutely no reason, if you keep your eye on your North Star, that you won't land in a place which, like mine, is a daily delight and adventure. The great director Mike Nichols said, the only thing that works is love, and only connect. What he meant is that there is so much that is perfunctory and facile and silly in our day-to-day lives that it is essential that we engage each other in the understanding that real relationships are a sacred trust, born of respect and nurtured with time, commitment, and heart. Think about it. As you leave here this afternoon, the relationships that you've built with friends and faculty, the results of real connections, ones that you worked on over time with genuine spirit, are the ones that you will cherish in the years ahead. Pay attention, only connect. Stick with the optimists. My dad always told me that. He said, stick with the optimists, Richard. It'll be tough enough even if they're right. My dad was a wise man. You have all been given a huge head start, a beautiful undergraduate education which will serve to undergird all the learning that is ahead of you. It's a blessing. So take the blessing seriously, because Churchill was right when he said to a gathering like this many years ago, you will make all kinds of mistakes, but as long as you are generous and true and also fierce, you will not hurt the world nor seriously distress her, because the world was made to be wooed and won by youth. So my fellow graduates, go woo and win. Take your shot, pay attention, love wisely, care for your friends, be generous of heart, be forgiving. Don't let anyone monkey with your swing, and then I promise you, the huge world will come round to you. Thank you for having me. Godspeed, class of 2015. Godspeed.